Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berwick falls back in the rope, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored as a knockout.
Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. You know what to do. Give me a follow on X, like and subscribe to this channel and Green's House. You saw that. That's what we thought. That's what we were hoping that we would have gotten last night with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Now, of course, it wouldn't have been like that. That was 1986. Tyson, of course, isn't that young anymore. He's the ripe old age of 58. And he looked every bit of it last night. Man, that shit was sad. That is exactly what we didn't want to see. Now, who am I talking about when I say we? I'm talking about those of us who grew up long, long ago when Tyson was in his prime, knowing that if you were foolish enough to pay pay-per-view to watch a Mike Tyson fight, don't go get a snack, don't go take a piss, don't take a phone call, don't leave the room. All right? Because if you do, the fight is going to be over. First round, sometimes within 2 minutes, it's a wrap. Don't go anywhere. Once the fight starts, you're just going to have to do the pee-pee dance and give yourself a bladder infection, because if you leave the room, the fight is over. That's what we were hoping for, that pit bull human hybrid that was a coked up Mike Tyson in the 80s. The vicious knockouts, knocking dudes across the ring. I remember reading a Sports Illustrated magazine before they had Ku Klux Trans members and old ass women on the cover, when it was just hot chicks. I remember opening the magazine. Tyson was on the cover. Of course, I turned straight to the Tyson article, and there's a shot of him like this. And he's hitting some dude in his jaw. And you just see the sweat separating from the dude's head. The frame was perfect. The dude's head is here, and the sweat droplets are over here. He knocked the perspiration off of the side of this dude's head. Tyson was an animal. And what made him so scary is that he was an animal in the ring and out of the ring. If you caught him on the wrong morning at a press conference, he would say things about your kids. He would say things about your rectal integrity and what he would like to do to affect said integrity. He was a wild boy. He was a loose cannon. He often traveled with large groups of people, but I don't think any of them were there to calm Mike down or stop him from doing anything. I don't think that was possible. That's the Tyson that we were hoping for last night. You know what we were all saying? The 40-plus group. Man, I hope he knocks him out. If there's any part of that old Tyson in there, it's a wrap for Jake Paul. But there was this thing on our shoulder, and we didn't want to notice it, but it was there. And this thing on our shoulder was, but he's 58. I know he's 58. But this kid's not a real boxer. He's not a fighter. He's not a killer. You remember that story that Charlie Murphy told about them pulling up in a limousine and Mike Tyson was in the front yard with shorts and no shirt on, playing with a fucking lion? I don't want to hear it, voice on my shoulder. But he's 58. Yeah, I know. So that was in the back of our mind. Yes, he's 58. Yes, Logan Paul or Jake Paul is less than half his age, but this is Mike Tyson. This is Iron Mike Tyson. Well, he was.
36%. And unofficial score, Sean Wheelock gave Paul his first round. Right hand. And top down.
You see Jake Paul land a good right hand to the body after the jab. Laid the jab there and threw a good right to the body. Pushed Mike off balance again because Mike wasn't ready for it. You don't like to see those kind of punches land because that tells you that his reflexes are off and not what they used to be.
Asset to us tonight. Can find out sometime, but in terms of Jake Paul, you're right, Roy. He's turning into a boxer.
Yep. Oh, good shot.
And again, the left hook.
Good shot by Mike. Here we see Paul look down and come over with overhand right.
Wow.
Right on Tyson's nose. Good shot. A little bit lower. It might have ended the fight, but that was a good shot. Looked like it hurt Mike a little bit. And then you see a left hook right there that was partially blocked by Mike's shoulder. But then Mike landed a left hook on the neck.
Man, that shit was sad. Mike Tyson looked every bit of 58 years old. That body shot where he went low, that low jab to the body, if that was a younger Mike Tyson, he would have sidestepped that and knocked Jake Paul's molars into the rafters. He would have hit Jake Paul so hard that his mother, wherever she was, would have got a concussion. You know what old Mike was capable of? Now, in Mike's defense, he released a statement on X explaining how in June he almost died because the fight was supposed to go down in July. It got postponed to yesterday. And he was talking about how he got really sick. He had an ulcer flare-up on a flight when he was coming back or going somewhere or something. And he said he needed a blood transfusion. He lost 25 pounds. So he really had to train and fight to get back in shape enough for this fight. So, hey, big ups to Mike Tyson. I'm glad he was able to do that. That's a hell of an obstacle to overcome for this fight, even though Jake Paul isn't a real fighter. And now he's talking about wanting to fight Canelo. That's a whole nother video. But Tyson had to do a lot to come back to get ready for this fight, and I understand that. But that shit was sad. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see Mike Tyson taking those punches from this fucking scrub. This dude couldn't hold Mike Tyson's jockstrap in his day. You could drop Mike Tyson off in any decade, and he would be fine if he had to fight the Joe Lewis's of the world, or Jack Johnsons, or Rocky Marcianos, or coming up through Ali, Foreman. You could drop Mike Tyson on a medieval battlefield, and he would have been fine. He probably would have been comfortable. All that carnage probably would have relaxed him. All that Braveheart sword through your skull type shit, that probably helped him sleep at night. That's Mike Tyson's melatonin. But damn it, that old Mike Tyson didn't show up last night. And to be honest, of course you didn't expect him to. He's 58. He's kissing 60 in the ass. But damn, that was exactly what we did not want to see. We did not want to see Mike Tyson in there looking old, on shaky legs, losing to this clown. Damn it. I will never watch another old fighter that I'm a fan of fighting some young cat ever again. I don't know that there's another old fighter out there that I care about enough to even watch. But this was it. I love Mike Tyson. I think he's great. Been a fan of his forever. The baddest man on the planet. But last night, that shit was pitiful. That shit was pitiful. This is what we wanted. This is what we were hoping for. Just flashes. Flashes of this.
Done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan.
What a left hook. Let's have another look at this now.
Well, it was a beautiful punch, bang on the chin. Now you can see the way he goes down, first of all, loses all control. Then you can see the actual time he took to get back up onto his feet again.
Yeah, there it is. He's got the left hand that he was talking about, but the way he slips inside is he's such a good defensive fighter, Tyson. People forget that. They're just...
A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved.
A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it.
Hey, Mike Tyson, a fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights with Cooney and Carl Williams in their training camps, and he was quoted as saying not too many weeks ago that
Mike fakes in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. Michael Tyson just absolutely attacked him. Watch this. He bangs him right back. And you see very, very quickly. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt. Razor is down.
Man, Mike Tyson used to beat people in the blue parking spots. After you fought Mike Tyson, you'd have to go back. They'd have to teach you how to hold a fork, how to count to 10, what the primary colors are. You'd have to relearn how to recognize your family and shit. After fighting Mike Tyson, you were changed physically and mentally. I mean, I don't know if it was Trevor Burfict or somebody, dude. He like broke his orbital bone, his orbital bone. Is that what that is? Around the eye, his jaw, his nose. Like, dude was in a car accident. Like, Mike Tyson was so bad, in a good way, that we would compare things in our conversations with people. Man, it was like getting hit by Mike Tyson. I remember reading somewhere that airbag deploying in your car is like taking a punch from Mike Tyson. So this is the Tyson that showed up last night.
his dad broke down in tears when he told him he was going to face Mike Tyson. We are putting the real in surreal, and Tyson in his trademark coming out fast, or how fast he can be at 58, Roy Jones.
He's very fast at 58 still, as you saw right there. He's still Mike chasing Jake around the ring like that.
Again, these are 2-minute rounds. Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action. He just landed the overhand right, testing the beard of Paul.
You can see Mike early land his jab right there that really knocked Jake back. I think that's his most effective punch of the round. But then we see
over to your left.
the right hand grazes Mike Tyson by Jake Paul. That would have been a good shot had it been on the chin. So Mike barely escaped that one.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was. I don't like Mike's legs at 58 though.
The first round he's won in more than 2 decades.
Yeah, I don't like Mike's legs. I don't like Mike's legs.
2 rounds. Jake.
See, there was flashes of it in the beginning, the very first round, like the first round, but that was about it. And after that, his age showed, and it was sad, man. I wish I didn't even watch it. It was terrible. It was like back in the day when you get your hands on one of those Faces of Death videos, and then you watch it, and after you're like, what the fuck did I watch that? So same kind of feeling with this. I wish I didn't watch it. I wish it didn't happen. I wish that image of Mike Tyson was still preserved and pristine in my memory, but it will forever be tarnished. What do you guys think of the fight? Even if you didn't actually watch it, I'm sure you've seen clips. I'm sure you've seen people react to it. I'm sure you've seen something about it. You know about it. So what did you guys think of the fight? Did you think it was a steaming pile of dog shit like I did? Did it taint your memory of Mike Tyson? Or will he always be the baddest man on the planet in your mind? Let me know. In a nutshell, I didn't like it. It was fucking terrible. It was sad to see a champion like that. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.